Okay, Bruins, welcome to iCheck 3 review. We're going to work on the first question together. While playing hockey, player 1 is focused on the puck and speeding down the rink and doesn't see player 2 standing still on the ice. Player 1 collides with player 2. Describe what happens to the motion of each player from before to after the collision. In your description, include how Newton's laws apply and what forces are acting on each player. So here I have my two hockey players, and player 1, we'll call this guy player 1, is going to transfer kinetic energy to player 2. So he's got kinetic energy, he's skating along, and he's gonna transfer his energy to player 2. Then player 2 is going to gain kinetic energy from the force of player 1. So she will slide away from the site after the collision. Player 1 will slow down because some of her kinetic energy transfers to the other player, and both players will continue to slow down as the force of friction is working against their movement. Also, both players are being pulled down towards Earth the whole time due to gravity. So we've got the movement of player 1, and we've got a collision. We've got a transfer of kinetic energy to player 2, which causes player 2 to go off in this direction. We've got friction working against each player in their movement. And lastly, we have gravity pulling down both of the players. Okay, next up, question number 2. You use a pencil to hit a marble into a cube. List the energy transfers from when your hand moves the pencil until the cube moves. So I'm just gonna slide this paper up a little bit. This will be question number 1 right here. We're gonna work on question number 2. So in this case, I have my hand moving, which is kinetic energy. It's gonna transfer to the pencil moving, which is kinetic energy. And then we're gonna have the marble transfer to the marble, which also is moving, so it has kinetic energy. And then to the cube moving, which has kinetic energy. Also remember a little bit, a little bit of the cube's kinetic energy is going to be lost to thermal energy, which is due to friction. Whoa. Sorry about that. Technical difficulty. All right. Next up, last question. Question number 3. An object has a mass of 80 kilograms and moving at 5 meters per second has a kinetic energy of 1,000 joules. If the object's mass increases by 3 times, how much will its kinetic energy increase? So let's work on 3A first. If the object's mass increases by 3 times, and I'll do a little increases 3 times, then its kinetic energy will increase 3 times. Okay, let's look at 3B. If the object's speed increases by 3 times, how much will its kinetic energy increase? So if speed is increasing by 3 times, increases 3 times, remember this is a little bit different. Its kinetic energy is going to increase 3 squared, or 3 times 3, which is equal to 9 times. Okay. And that's it for our iCheck review. Hopefully that helped.